Hello, I'm back again. This is the second time I'm doing this. Hopefully I do some more. Because I want to. I want to kind of keep talking like this about things. This isn't going to be another transition update thing because doing that every week seems pointless, considering hormones don't change much in the course of 1 week. But instead I thought I would do like a thing where it's like, talking about different topics about being trans and like, what it means and kind of how it affects me in different ways. And I don't know if it's whether for people that I want to show in the future or for other people maybe down the road that are like, well, I'm going through this process too and I want to know what other people are dealing with. So I don't know what it is. I just kind of put things out there and hope that they work. So yeah, that's it. So the first one I want to talk about is dysphoria. Gender dysphoria, as a lot of people like to say, and that's basically I was born with certain set of genitalia and chromosomes, all that kind of things, but I don't associate with that, but like society still puts me into a lot of roles because whatever, I was born a guy and I still pretend to be a guy, but it's basically, to me, I see it as when I can't be me, when for some reason I'm not allowed to present as myself, and mostly in a gender fashion, of course, when I can't, like, put on makeup and, like, just not be kind of that guy that I pretend to be a lot of the time, because when I'm not with people I'm out to and I'm not presenting, it's kind of, well, you're gonna have to put on a kind of fakey tone that's not actually you and pretend that everything is okay when in actuality it's not, and you just want to be yourself, but you can't because, I mean, I can, but I've chosen the path I've chosen and whatever. We're almost done with high school and then I get to be myself and it's great, but it's really interesting because I kind of see dysphoria as like, you can feel it. Like a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're just getting depressed because, blah, 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 you're trans and stuff like that and whatever. And it's like, well, the depression part is part of it, but it's like there's some physical pain involved in it too, I think. A lot of the time when I experience dysphoria, I feel like actual like pains in like my chest or in my stomach, and it really it's actually kind of amazing. And a lot of the time it's when like, you're referred to as he or him or your birth name instead of she and her and your actual name and stuff like that. And I think a lot of the time that's the case, where when you get referred to by your proper pronouns, that it makes you feel really good. But there is an opposite to dysphoria too. It's called euphoria. And it's great. It's literally the opposite. It's like, I feel crappy because someone's not being nice to me about whatever my birth gender is and they're treating me like, you suck. And instead it's, someone's actually treating me like a girl. I feel awesome. And it's happened a lot too, but it is what it is. And I think dysphoria leads to a lot of other weird roads that I don't think as many people think of. Like, since I've been out for more or less now 2 years, but I've never like been socially out to a ton of people. So like, I've gone out and presented as myself many times, and I'm on hormones and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not out to everyone. And like when I go to high school, which I'm almost done with, again, 2 days left. But like when I go there, I'm still a guy and everyone sees me as a guy, like minus my friends, but they still have to treat me as a guy because that'd be weird. Like someone just can't walk up to me and say like, hey, Alyssa, how you doing? Because like that'd be like giant red flags. But it is what it is. But a lot of the time my friends are like, do you want to hang out? And I'm like, no, because I can't present. And that's just kind of, why would I do that? Like, I don't want to do anything if I can't present. And a lot of the time, I think, and this isn't fully in part of it, this is just kind of has to do with overall life, depression, woo, but I think at least some of it is just well, I can't be me, so I might as well do nothing. And I found that putting myself in other worlds or places where I can distract myself, so that it's like video games, um, watching YouTube, watching Netflix, stuff like that, it's really helpful to fix that, because I can just not have to live in the actual world I have to live in. Like, if I have to go to some family thing, then it's like, well, I can just bring Pokemon with me, and hey, in Pokemon, they'll still call me Alyssa, even if no one in my family does, because I'm not out to them yet. And all of that will happen very soon. Summer will happen, I'll go to school, and I'll be full-time presenting, and it'll be kind of scary, but also really fun at the same time. So, I don't know, that's kind of dysphoria. I don't know how on topic I stayed. I'm not good at staying on topics all the time. But, yeah, I don't know if this is something I'm going to do more frequently, or if I just am going to keep doing transition updates or other trans-related things. But hey, getting something else out there. So, my name is Alyssa, and, that's it. Bye.